shows you can do nothing, and they get over a cold. You can do nothing, and they get over ear infections. You don't even have to give them an adjustment. You know, why do we think that the body, or God's not going to heal them until we give them an adjustment? God is always healing. Life is always healing us as best as possible. It does better without interference. So we've seen people allow that to happen. One round and they're like, oh my God, the fear goes. So it's fear that motivates them to reach outside of their children's body. Make sense? So if you can help them and guide them and give them the support and the confidence, say, I'm always here, and if you need me, call me, whatever. And I feel like that's the biggest gift that we can give people, is to just keep reminding them that the healing comes from inside. You got a strong body, you got a healthy body, your body knows how to heal you. So I am taking all of my stories about our kids and about our practice, and I'm putting it all into a book. And this book has been 15 years in the making, and I just hired a ghostwriter who is helping me and coaching me to get this book written. So I have 3 chapters written. It's called Intuitive Parenting, and that title might change because it's not just about parenting children. It is about parenting yourself, parenting the people that come into your practices, because it's all the same stuff. It's about encouraging, motivating, being a support person, loving, caring, whatever it needs to be, disciplining. It's all about how do you do that from a space that recognizes and acknowledges that there's a wisdom and a genius in this world. And if we could just help people tap into that I feel like is our greatest gift to everybody. And so it's going to be out before next year. She says we'll get it done in the next 4 or 5 months. So until then, I see hearts in everything. I find, like, I'll be eating a piece of food and I'll look at my plate and the food is in the shape of a heart, and I take pictures of it. It's so much that, I'll walk down the street and I'll see like the shape of a heart and a piece of gum on the sidewalk. I'll see it and I'll find rocks and shells. So I have hundreds and hundreds of heart rocks and shells, and all my friends they'll send me pictures, so please do. They'll say, Patty, I saw this heart and I thought of you, and they give me hearts for gifts. So I thought that I'd create something that makes sense to us as chiropractors that we can use out of a heart. And that is that miracles do happen, and they do happen when you honor the intelligence and the wisdom of the body and what's inside. If we empower ourselves, people learn by example from us, and we can empower everyone we touch, and it's so important. Help awaken that which is within people. That's what we do when we give them an adjustment. We're awakening something, as Peter so beautifully described in his supplication, and then bringing them into present time. We're awakening. We need to awaken ourselves. I feel like my kids are an experiment in the making, I'm an experiment in the making, and that wherever I can go to learn more about myself, I become a better person. And as I become a better person, all the people around me become better just by osmosis. So find places where you can go to work on yourself. Your patients, practice members deserve that. You will get into your office people that you can care for, that you have all the tools that they need. And as you raise who you are as a being, you're going to get higher level people on that realm that need your advice, your support. They want to be around your energy because you have something to share with them. And you will learn from them too. Don't mistake that. That's where we have to humble ourselves too. And then, through repetition and frequency. Repetition, frequency. Christopher, you have a strong body, you have a healthy body, your body knows how to heal you. Katie, you have a strong body, you have a healthy body, your body knows how to heal you. And then when Christopher falls down the steps, and he's screaming, crying, and I pick him up, and I go, Christopher, everything's gonna be okay. Mommy's here. That's okay, Mommy. My body will heal me. 2 years old. Some of you heard that story the other night, but the more repetition with your patients, practice members, the more they're going to get it. You have a strong body. You know, Dr. Patty, thank you so much. You know, I feel so much better. My headaches are gone. You made my headaches go away. I'm like, oh, no, I didn't do that. The genius and the wisdom inside of you. I flipped a couple switches, and it's amazing to me that your body was able to do what it did from me flipping these switches. Isn't that amazing to you? Yes, Dr. Patty, okay, my body healed me. You know, they get tired of hearing it after a while. The last thing, trust. Trust in yourself. Trust as you get out of school. Trust that you have all the tools that you need for whoever comes into you at that moment. Trust when you're in the clinic that you have all the tools you need for those people that are coming to you. It's all in the great plan. And then always know that healing comes from the inside out, and it starts with you, and me. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Giuliano. So I'm Tommy, I'm a student class representative here, and I want to get out and say thank you for everybody to come. And also, please use our hashtag and take pictures with our booth and the Instagram thing over there and the spines that we brought and stuff like that. The more we get hashtag Expect Miracles 2019 out there, the better this event can become in the future and future years and stuff like that. So please get out there, use the hashtag and everything like that. I'm going to probably introduce Dr. Ashley Ochsner here. He's co-founder of Go Get Talks, and he's going to talk about healthy speaking and spreading miracles today. So let's introduce Dr. Ashley Ochsner.
I'm probably going to move around a lot more than Patty. I can't hold still. That was incredible. Great job, by the way. So growing up in Nebraska, anybody been there? Okay. There's a unique smell when you drive to the west side of the state, out toward Ogallala, cattle farms. And the cool thing about cattle in Nebraska is if you kind of get off of the main road into the sandhills, there's a lot of open range, grass-fed pasturing of cattle. And they're out there just loving life, eating what they were designed to and doing what they do, right? So cattle had obviously not been native to the United States or North America. They were domesticated and brought here. Some people say it's somewhere around 10,000 years ago or something like that. However, there's another animal that's also on the plains called the buffalo, or the bison. And it also natively eats grass. However, it is actually native to this area, to our North America, and it's about I think they said somewhere around 2 million years old that these roamed the North American landscape. So what's interesting, has anybody ever ate bison before? You've had that? And me too. And actually, it's interesting. There's a contrast there. So not only is there a contrast in, one's domesticated, one's native, but there's a contrast in taste. So it's a little sweeter. It's definitely more lean, right, than beef. However, what's unique to me, we get to go on the PowerPoint? Okay, cool. So what's unique to me is the behavior. There's a very unique instinctive behavior of a buffalo and a cow that everybody, I feel, needs to learn about. And that's what I want to teach you right now. So also growing up in Nebraska, there were these storms that would roll in. And I grew up in the western part of the state, right off of Colorado. So coming off of the Rockies in the Front Range, That's where big storms happen. When you could see them building for miles coming at you. I remember growing up seeing tornadoes in the horizon, you know, and shutting off the gas to the house and going down in the basement and doing that. Well, that's what humans do when the storm's coming. There's a unique thing that the cattle do when they see the storm coming. And what cattle do is when they see the storm approaching, they actually instinctively go away from it in the same direction that the storm's traveling. However, there's a really cool thing that the buffalo does. While that storm's brewing, they're just eating. They're just eating grass, hanging out. They're like, all right, I see you. I see you over there. Still eating grass, until finally that first hailstone hits the first buffalo, and instinctively they flip, face the storm, and run directly into it, head first, full speed ahead. Now, I believe sitting in your chair is a buffalo. That mindset, that heart. Because here's why I believe that. It's Saturday. You guys are all students for the most part, correct? This was this would have definitely been the last place I would have been when I was at Palmer on a Saturday. I would probably still be sleeping right now if I would be